Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another educational video for you, and today we'll be looking at and trying to understand the uses and applications and also how it works of pivot points. So pivot points, as you guys might have already heard a lot of times, is an indicator mainly used for day trading purposes. It's primarily used by day traders, and the applications and the logic behind it and how it is calculated, we'll go through that process step by step today. So what are pivot points? So on the TradingView platform, if we type pivot points in this indicators and strategies area, we get this here, pivot point standards. This is what we have to select. And now in case you guys haven't already used it, so this is how it comes up. You have one line which says P, and then you have R1 to R5 and S1 to S5 below this P. So to filter out, because these are almost 11 lines which are unnecessary at times, so I will remove 6 of these. So S3, S4, S5 and R3, R4, R5 I'm removing. So we end up with 5 lines which are you won't need more than these on most cases. Maybe on some rare cases you may need more than this, but on most cases this looks clean, the charts look good, and you won't even need more than this. You won't even need to go further. So how are these levels calculated? We'll see this. So there is a formula for calculating these points, and the formula for calculating these is this. So you had your pivot point, which is P. As we saw, pivot point is this line in the center, P. So this is the pivot point P, and the formula for that is previous high, previous low, previous close. So the pivot points are calculated on the high, low and close of the previous day. The high, low and close. So these 3 points hold a big significance when it comes to candlesticks. You also have open, but these 3 are considered more crucial than the opening price. So what is the significance? High price is obviously the price at which there were no more buyers left in the market, so and sellers took control. The low price is obviously when there were no more, when the buyers were ready to buy at that price and there were no sellers willing to let go at such a low price. And closing is obviously you can consider it as a point where the buyers and sellers came to the conclusion of a negotiation. So they were negotiating throughout the day, and it was, you can say that the closing price was an equilibrium price of sorts between where the buyers and sellers had agreed to come to a conclusion at that particular price. So this is the significance of the high, low and close. Opening price is sometimes very random as well, so you can see opening price can be huge gap up and then market might crash all the way down. Opening prices are volatile, and to know how opening price is calculated in a day, you can go back in our channel. We had already made a video about why gap ups and gap downs happen and how the opening price is calculated in the markets. So again, coming back to the pivot points point, so we saw that high, low and close are the 3 prices which are used for calculating these points, and these are the formulas. You don't need to remember them obviously. So P pivot point is high, low plus close divided by 3, and these are the other formulas. You can pause the video and go through them if you want to. So these are the formulas for used for calculating pivot points, and that for an intraday basis. So for suppose today is the 14th of May, I will take the high, low and close of the 13th of May and then calculate those points, the prices, and then plot them on my smaller charts. So suppose, let us just take an example here, right? So here, let's see, my high price is 32,747, 32,747.65 plus low is 32,352, 32,352.30 plus closing is 32,452.3, 32,452.3 and divided by 3. So that is 32,517 is my pivot point using this formula right here. So if I go on the lower time frames, and activate this, you can see that this point P is formed at 32. We got this 32517.4 figure, and that is exactly where this point is, 32516 on the right. If you see, it is at 32517. So this is how the pivot points are calculated. And now, how are these used and what is the significance of this? This is the main point, right? So pivot points are just important areas in the market, important prices in the market, which act as supports or resistances. So R1 here, R stands for resistance obviously, and S1 here, S stands for support. So these act as important supports and resistances. So the most basic logic is, if you can see here, clear rejections from this P point. Price was never able to close above this P point, and P point was acting as a strong support resistance for today. And when it came to S1, price, the first time price closed below S1, we can take this as a basic sell signal with our targets at the next S2. You can see when price closed below S1 for the first time, price had hit our target S2 here, and then price failed to close above this S1 afterwards. You can see that it faced resistance at S1 point, and then it was never able to close above this point here. So clearly S1 was acting as a strong resistance this time, and you can see again there was a rejection, again S2 acted as a support. So price first took resistance from the P point, broke through, closed below S1, and then could not close below S2, could not close below S1. So it was oscillating between S1 and S2 itself. So you can see how beautifully pivot points were respected today in the market. This is today. So just because it happened today doesn't mean that this is the almighty indicator, right? So obviously there are cases where this fails too. So here if you see, this was S1, price closed below here, did not hit its target, hit our stop loss. So again here it closed above S1. If we went long here, did not hit our target again, came back, hit our stop loss again closed below S1. If we go short here, another stop loss hit. So clearly, just because price is crossing over, we cannot take a short entry or a long entry. We need to filter these fake signals out, filter the noise out using certain indicators, and to have better accuracy. So clearly just going by the pivot points and just taking them as buy sell signals and going solely by this indicator only clearly doesn't lead to a profitable strategy, right? So you need to combine it with certain other indicators as well. So we'll see what indicators we can use and what strategies we can deploy using pivot points in the next video. If you guys like this video, and if I see encouraging comments for this, I can come out with another video with the strategy, so that I know that you guys are willing to learn it and know what it is. So that's it for today. This was just an explanation of how pivot points are calculated, what is the significance of pivot points, and how on certain days they act as very important levels for us in the market as an intraday trader. So that's it for today. Please like, share and subscribe if you learned something new and it helped you. Thank you.